From the station on your side, this is Wavy News 10.
High winds send a tree crashing on top of a couple's home, trapping them inside.
Following that wave that splashed into your home every night, we saw a calming presence for nearly 25 years. Alveta Ewell's appearance changed only slightly during that time, if you don't count the hair.
But while we were talking to Tracy, Chris called.
In other news tonight, Governor Doug Wilder is on the move again. He's walking the streets of a New Hampshire town in what could be a prelude to a run for the presidency.
Pretty soon it will be easier for parents to keep tabs on their children's TV habits.
But you can always count on that smile. That hasn't changed much. The same can't be said for the men who occupied the seat next to her.
Now, Terry's on. Alveta Ewell. Now, Les Smith. Alveta Ewell. With Tom Shad. Alveta Ewell.
Children shouldn't be afraid to go to school, but that wasn't the case for a Hampton boy.
I first met Alveta during my interview at Wavy in the fall of 2007, and I was taken by her kindness and quiet elegance that commands a level of respect. A warm face that greets us every night from behind the desk and beyond.
Yes, we are back live at our Hampton Road studios as our 22-hour coverage of the Jerry Lewis Labor Day Telethon continues.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us on Terry's On.
And I'm Alveta Ewell, and welcome to our show tonight. During the next hour, we will examine the problem of gun violence here in Hampton Roads.
Alveta's work has a serious, thoughtful tone. From Hurricane Hugo in 1989,
This is West Hampton Lake, which connects the men's dorms to the women's dorms. Part of this lake has been drained to prevent flooding on campus.
to Desert Storm.
Good morning, everyone. We will, of course, rejoin NBC News with its continuous coverage of Operation Desert Storm, America at War, in just a few minutes.
To 9/11.
The Coast Guard is now working on a heightened state of alert tonight. Ships are patrolling around the clock in New York Harbor and right here in Hampton Roads.
She always worried about how we were serving our viewers, all of them. Television news to her wasn't about ratings or market share, but doing right by others. This is not to say that Alveta couldn't let her hair down. She has a self-deprecating sense of humor, which makes her all the more endearing.
Do you want to try this?
Not really.
well, I mean, they make it look easy.
And they did.
A lot more nerve than I got.
But he was good. A lot better than I was. I'm obviously not what George was looking for when it comes to skateboarding, but maybe you are.
I've learned in my 5 years working with Alveta Ewell that it's not all about her. It's about you, the person investing those diminishing moments of time to watch and listen to a trusted news source with a touch of humanity. This woman was always on your side.
We don't have any tissues here.
No, but I need them. I really do. This has been beautiful. Anyway, yeah, thanks. I don't even know what to say.
And
I never get speechless.
I know that you've read Facebook a lot too. Many of you have sent your well wishes. Linda, quote, "Your smile will be greatly missed. Thank you for sharing your life with us for 24 years. You will be greatly missed." Just a small sample here. Thanks, Don, for the tissues. Justin sent this. "Thanks for all you've done for the past 24 years at Wavy. I've been watching you and the Wavy team for a long time. God bless you in your future endeavors." And those are beautiful.
Yeah, I love everybody out there. Thank you. Did you bring the rain? They always say that there's a reason for rain, that God's happy about something. I've heard that.
We're crying.
Well, yeah, but they're tears of joy.
Yeah, and it's coming. The rain's going to come to an end.
I want to call an audible right now. This is not about sports tonight.
Yeah.
This is about you, Alveta.
As my wife so elegantly put it, you are the only woman in the world that could have the patience to sit next to me every night for 26 years.
And do telethons with you.
So what am I going to do now? No, Tom was right. This is not a night for sports. This is a night about you. And the things that I remember have nothing to do with what happened in this newsroom. The first time we were at a community event together, it was right after your baby Sydney was born, who was graduated from college, and she had just had heart surgery. And you stood on a stage at a fundraising event for the Children's Hospital of the King's Daughters a very young woman, you opened your heart and told the people in that audience, hundreds of them, how important that hospital was to Hampton Roads and the doctors.
Yeah,
and
they still
the
are.
decades of Labor Day weekends that we were together during the Jerry Lewis Telethon, where when we took our breaks between the segments, we all went our different ways, but you were the one that went into the room with the children and their families and made them comfortable. And when the telethon was over, you were the one that went to their homes. You were the one that went to the hospital to see the children. You were the one that went to the funerals. And then you came back the very next year and you did it again. You will always be remembered for what you have done in news, but to me, you will always be remembered for what you did for the community, for being a fabulous mother, for being a great role model, and for being a very dear friend.
I love you, man.
I love you too, man.
We love you too.
Oh my gosh, I tell you, it's that's who I really am. It's the news is the cool part that I get to get paid for, but it's the people that actually makes me human. You know, I just love doing what I do because I do it for the people that actually made me who I am today.
And we all go through our births, deaths, weddings, funerals.
We've gone through all those things together.
Yeah, we have.
We have all the weddings, all the births.
Yeah.
We have.
So we know each
all the
other's kids.
surgeries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Different things.
we have.
And you've heard this from me. Thank you for your kindness and acceptance over 5 years.
Thank you for being my other work husband. 'Cause I've got
that's your
3
work
of them.
boyfriend.
Yeah, I know.
I'm always the last to know.
I love it when men fight over me. I got 3 of them, and it's really cool.
This is it. Say goodbye.
Thank you.